Shabbat shalom, everyone. Chag Sameach. Hope you're all doing well. Mazel tov to the twins. Mazel tov to the whole family. Wish I could be there to celebrate, but I'm happy to share this Shavuot message with you all. So Shavuot is a really special holiday. We associate it with the giving of the Torah, the giving of the Ten Commandments, to keep it simple. But we say the giving of the Torah, like we say it like it's this big concept, and it is. It's a very important thing. But it's 10 statements. In Hebrew, it's the Aseret HaDibrot, the 10 sayings, the 10 things that were said, and they are the root, the basis of all of Judaism. It's extremely valuable to have our basis of our religion be given in 10 small statements. Of course, there are more, nuanced things, ways that we need to live our lives, but it's kind of admirable that the Jewish people were given 10 sayings, 10 things, and they've kept us, sustained us till today. Another thing to remember is that this concept of not stealing, not lying, not murdering, not envying, all of these, these very basic things that were like, yeah, of course you shouldn't do that, didn't really exist in this form until we were given the 10 Commandments. Of course, there's the Code of Hammurabi, which you all learned in your Western Civ or whatever world history classes. But like the 10 Commandments and Judeo-Christian values, which of course we know don't really exist, they're Jewish values that have been shared with other groups of people. But the concept of having these 10 commandments, these 10 things that are our basis, has kept us alive since. They say, have the Jews kept Shabbat, or has Shabbat kept the Jews? You're all sitting here. It's a Friday night. You could be at a restaurant, you could be at a concert, but you're at a synagogue and you're celebrating two people joining the covenant of Judaism, joining adulthood of Judaism. That's what a bar mitzvah is. And that's what comes to mind as well with the Torah, that the 10 commandments were kind of thought of, we associate them with a ketubah, which is the marriage contract for a bride and a groom. It's the signed sort of like, this is the things that we will do. This is what binds us. We've started, we're in the covenant and we're in this together. And so we associate Shavuot not only with the receiving of the wisdom that is timeless and has lasted us till today, but it's also the Jewish people saying, Naseh v'nishma, we will do and then we will hear. We will listen to you, God. We will listen to your commandments, and they will make our lives better. And that is simple and plain. In general, I think that it's just really special to recognize on times like bar mitzvahs, life cycle events, simchas that we have, that there's no such thing as like any other religion, that you have like a secular Jew or like a cultural Jew, or, we have differences between different Jews. That doesn't exist for other religions. Every Jew is a Jew. But the reality is a lot of Jews, no matter what they practice in their daily lives, attend synagogue, consider themselves Jewish, are knowledgeable of Torah, whether or not they observe certain mitzvot, they are still identifying as a Jew. Nobody identifies as certain religions unless you're like really into it, except for Jews. And I think what's so special about the 10 Commandments and about Shavuot is that it reminds us how much these 10 Commandments are so vital and important for the sustaining of a people. You're all here today. Again, you're a part of the covenant. You're a part of the Jewish community. And I just think it's so special that after all these years, this document, this concept of being a good person, it's lasted us. It's relevant. It's not obsolete. It's not old. It is still relevant to us today. And I think it's just a really special, wonderful thing to think about. So Shabbat Shalom, Mazel Tov, and Chag Sameach. Looking forward to seeing you all, God willing, next week.